I got 30 minutes, guys, so I'm running. But I got the key. We're gonna go check this thing out. Oh, that's not it. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. All right. It looks so low profile. You guys pretty much already know the deal with the outside. Hate the light bar. The rest of it looks pretty good. And hate the light bar. All right, I'm gonna get in this thing, get the camera set up, and we'll do what we can. Ugh. Oh man, what is up, guys? I got this, swap this battery out real fast. Didn't get a whole lot of time with the car. Wasn't really planning to do this today, but I'm for it, man. All right, gotta throw my key in the right spot there. There we go. We're in the new kid on the block here. Let's go in here to seats, raise this forward, which is cool. Oh yeah, that's right. Cooled seats. You know, let's turn that on. Let's take advantage of that while we got it. Everything else is feeling pretty all right. Wait, I didn't turn this on. I'm an idiot. There we go. Now we're rocking and rolling. Okay, so we got, how long? Got about 20 minutes left. Cool. So running out, getting the car, bringing it over here. I already got my first impressions of driving it. Hauling ass over toward my car here. Oh, yep, I was reaching for the stock. Let's get out of this spot that I parked really half-assedly in. Ooh, that cooled seat though. That is a very nice feeling. And good God, those cameras. Oh, it's the front camera. That's why it was throwing me off. How do you... I don't have to mess with that enough. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's cool. Kind of intuitive. Rear to front setup there. I need to change my dynamics. Ooh, that's the only dynamics there is. All right. Off-road assist, slippery surfaces, auto traction, steering weight. There it is. It was kind of low there. I like having it on heavy personally. And we're in sport mode, which is cool. I tell you what, just closing the door and feeling the weight behind it was kind of impressive. It's substantial. You know, I've heard it quoted that the new Model Y feels heavier while not actually being heavier, in the sense that it just feels more sturdy. You know, it doesn't feel fragile. And I can say that I agree, it definitely feels substantial. And just like the Model 3, the steering wheel feels like magic in my fingers, guys. Now, I've only got 20 minutes, and I'm not gonna hit all the points on how things are different. Plenty of people have done that, and you've already seen everyone gushing over this car. What I wanna do is, for about 20 minutes, is just drive it. I wanna just, and I wish I had like an hour, I'd go pick up a customer or something. Maybe not in a Tesla test article. But okay, yeah, this feels good. It feels very much like the Model 3. Nothing kind of crazy or nutty there. Accent lighting on. Let's go into our CYBRLFT blue-ish color here, which is kind of hard to see during the day, which is fine. Now we're gonna go ahead and tear it out here. Punch it. Oh yeah, feels nice. Ew, gross. Hang on, we're gonna have to change something. You know what, we're in red, so why don't we go red or purple, or can't really see the color anyway right now, if we're being honest. We'll just leave it like that. And I've got to CYBRLFT this car real quick. Going in the display. I don't remember how to oh, it's the button, that's right. Let's go down here, make everyone upset that has to get this car later. That makes sense, I can read it now. So are we in, oh, we're in, oh my gosh, impromptu version 13 FSD video. Okay, so we need to pick a location. I'm also kind of feeling what it's like to drive the car. I already got the mirror set up nicely. I'm kind of talking fast because I was running to find the car and it's my first time in it. And I mean, anybody who's followed me has known that I'm not particularly a fan of the styling of the vehicle on the outside. I don't like the light bars. Admittedly, the rear one is not as horrible in person. I didn't like how it looked in pictures. The front, I still think looks pretty dumb. Sorry, it's just my opinion, subjective styling opinions here. So, you know, don't feel bad. If you love it, you love it. I'm glad you love it. That's awesome. I'm hoping the performance model looks a little different. Like we got a regular Model Y here. I don't even know if they realize what I'm driving or if they really care. But that is just so beautiful, guys. Like the way the Model Y already looks. Tell you what though, this cooled seat driving around Florida might make me forget about the light bar all on its own. This feels incredible. I've not had the pleasure of cooled seats. I've not had that kind of money. I'm not making those big bucks. Not to mention the heated seats also. Oh, it's got the panning fan thing. That's kind of interesting. So it'll sweep back and forth, you know, old school style. Hold to turn off. Sweet, more efficient. So I can leave that on. Auto. It's got bioweapon defense mode. That is pretty sweet. I just turned that on again. Damn it. Hold to turn off. There we are. And we're good. Okay, let's see. Let's pick a random spot. Why don't we just screw it. I'm just gonna randomly pick a point here on the map. We're gonna go wherever this is over here in Orlando. Drive. Let's see how long the drive is. Will I be able to make it back in time? That's a 17-minute drive. Can't do that. That's too far. So, sorry there, version 13. If this is version 13, I'll have to check. Let's head back up this way, which will keep us kind of closer to the mall and stuff. Let's go into our software here, see what we're rocking with. We are on version 13.2.8, guys. I'm gonna put that in my video. It'll be like FSD version 13.2.8.
In 300 meters, turn left onto South Orange Avenue.
Oh gosh, no. We need to get rid of that. What is that? That's disgusting. Navigation. We don't want voice. Go away. Thank you. Route to save time. Gonna go crazy. Nah, I usually keep it at like 5 minutes, pretty sure. Okay, so we're choosing the outer left turn lane. I will say this seat feels really nice. I might have it a little bit too angled upwards, but just like the Model 3, I love the styling on the dash. The center is pretty much the same. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna put this battery in my pocket just so I don't forget it. And yeah, I mean, internally, the doors look better. I will admit, the sectional sort of breakdown of the door styling is really nice. I do like that a lot. I won't be getting red, of course. I'll probably be going with stealth gray, or maybe if that glacier blue hits our market in performance model, I might get that. It's a beautiful color. But Mewtwo is gonna be a Model Y. You know, I'm planning to get a boat. I've got a lot of customers that struggle to get into the Model 3 because it's a little small for them. You know, there are a lot of folks who use medical service and like insurance to get rides with Uber and Lyft, and you know their legs don't work quite right, their neck is stiff, or they're just really obese, or like whatever condition you can imagine that makes it hard for them to get kind of down in the back seat of the Model 3. That is not a problem in the Model Y. I have on some rare occasions used my wife's Model Y for work if my car was in service or something. Like way back when I had to replace my battery, which that video is on my channel. Just look up CYBRLFT battery replacement if you're curious. But in using the Model Y and using hers, I realized real quick, like, oh man, yeah, this is just a better option for this. Personally, I like the Performance Model 3. I love the styling. I love the sports car side of it. I'm a gearhead, track racing kind of enthusiast as well, and I wanted to be able to put the Performance Model 3 on the track. Hence the reason I'm getting the performance version of the Model Y, because I do want to do that as well. So we're going to be talking, you know, maybe boating content, fishing content, whatever, racing content, all centered around doing everything, all these fun activities with a Tesla. And the best all-purpose utilitarian approach that I can afford is this car, the Model Y. So I am not getting the launch edition. I am waiting to see the styling of the performance model and hoping that in the same way the performance Model 3 and standard Model 3 look so different, that there will be that stark, aggressive new look for the Model Y. I think then I'll probably be really feeling it. I mean, from the inside, kind of like the argument with Cybertruck is like, even if you dislike the outside, you're always inside it. So as long as you like what your cockpit looks like around you, if you're comfortable, if you're enjoying the experience of operating the vehicle, then it's probably not as bad if you don't like the styling of it. So let's see how this feels. You know, I've never been on version 13, so this is kind of cool. Honestly, it doesn't really feel any different to me immediately than version 12.6.4 or even 6.3. This all feels really good and very similar. I know we don't have the ability on mine to be able to like park itself and go really true end to end, which is okay. I'm trying to think, this is really just more of my raw impressions and enjoyment of actually just kind of driving around, using the vehicle. I want to keep track of time because I want to respect my time from Tesla. I don't want to go too crazy. We got about 12 minutes, so maybe from here I'll actually cycle back to that Florida mall just to make sure I'm not getting too far away, and hopefully I'm not held back by just dumb Floridian drivers. That's about an 8-minute drive the way we're going, which is kind of cool. So yeah, we'll just let FSD kind of carry us around while we talk about the vehicle. I do love the internal changes that came with even the Model 3s and Ys shortly after my wife and I got ours. We got ours in 2020. We missed every refresh you can imagine. We don't even have a powered rear trunk or heated steering wheel or anything. We have the flip-up gloss black or piano black plastic cheap looking center console. The very first edition, you know, bare bones. And getting something like this would definitely be a step up, kind of bringing us sort of into the future, modernizing us a bit. And, you know, I gotta say, this feels nice, man. I can totally imagine cruising around, recording video of FSD on version 13, because that's another reason that I want to get a new Tesla and not get like an older Model Y. I've seen that brought up. I guess as long as it's hardware 4 or better, it'd be okay. But I also want this rear screen. I want this for my passengers to be able to even move the seat forward, to watch or listen to stuff. You know, I'm thinking about what I do for a living on top of what I do as a content creator and servicing people as a driver, as well as, you know, being able to report on the latest and greatest. You know, I've had some serious FOMO with Cybertruck coming out, with the hardware 4 cars getting version 13, and Mew and I being stuck in the past. Though I'm very, very grateful to Tesla AI and the whole team for putting so much effort into hardware 3 cars. I really love that. This is a very slow kind of merge into this turn lane. It's good and controlled, which is awesome, and we're gonna make this light, so not really worried. But that was a very, very tamed entrance into that turn lane there. Version 13 feels great though. You know, I don't have a whole lot of time with it to really find out where it might mess up or what might happen. This was, again, not part of the plan. I was just charging up to get back to work. So instead now, I am going to be heading home to edit this video and get it out to y'all as fast as I can. Let's try to think here. Steering wheel feels great. Actually love the turn stock being there. You know, I've said that I don't really care either way. Being a gamer, I can easily adapt to the buttons being everywhere they are. But this feels natural and instinctive, and I think it's really awesome that Tesla listened to their consumer base, to their audience. And admittedly, it's more those folks that are dealing with traffic circles and roundabouts all the time that have to worry about whether or not they're in an inverted scenario with their turn signals and their Model 3s and S's and X's and such. But still, the fact that they listened and they threw back the turn stock, and, you know, yes, it's lightweight and small, and I've heard it called cheap, like feeling cheap. Honestly, it's the simplest way to do it with as little material as possible, keeping it lightweight, which is good for manufacturing, so I can respect that. The whole idea behind getting rid of the stocks, guys, was parts cost reduction and simplicity, and just moving to everything being, you know, tech-based or software operated. The best part is no part. Remember that. That is the whole reason for deleting parts. And then this is actually the perfect example of when Elon has said, unless you find yourself adding back in maybe 5 to 10% of things you delete, you're not deleting enough. Well, there you go. That left turn signal, or that left side, that turn stock period for left and right, that is an example of them realizing they deleted too much and they add it back in. And again, awesome feedback. And I have no problem with it being there. It slightly bugs me being a little anal retentive about not having a symmetrical system with a stock on each side. Very nitpicky. Not something that would, you know, make or break my buying of the vehicle. Now, my wife is definitely not getting a Model Y. She can't stand this thing. It's just, some of us, the appeal of something can just be so negative that we just can't get around it. And there are a lot of us like that out there in the world. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm actually kind of excited because now she's waiting for the Rivian R2. So we're gonna have a pretty badass driveway. I am getting this regardless of my feelings on the exterior, which honestly, being real, my opinion on the exterior of this car weighed against everything else that I need it for, and how amazing the Model Y is as a vehicle, is maybe 5% of the concern. Maybe 5%. I might be a little bit, I don't know, sandbagging even that, because I even want to tell myself, quit your bitching when it comes to looking at the light bar front and rear, because it is not enough to deter me from getting the vehicle, and that's just me. So again, this is going to be my next car. I know a lot of people are like, hey, are you going to get an hardware 4 car, AI 4 car, whatever? Yes, this is it, guys. The performance version of this, I should say. Like, the performance version of this car will be mine. Hopefully I've said that enough in this video that I'll be able to just refer anybody who has questions back to this video. Trying to think if there's anything else off the top of my head. It feels great. You know, let me actually take over. Whoop, I forgot how to take over. There we go. All right, I'm gonna drive it for a second just so I can feel it. And just, yeah, God, that launch feels amazing. And remember, we're in the metric system, and I just lost my cabin camera, probably because it got too hot. But that's okay, because we're still rolling. The regen feels amazing. The steering feels good, especially on heavy. I like how this feels. Yeah, our camera up here got way too hot. So I'm going to do my little trick where I blast the defroster and try to cool that camera off so I can give some closing thoughts later. But I like it. On the inside, this thing is fucking glorious. Pardon my language. It's just that good. This looks so incredible. You can tell that Tesla has evolved as a manufacturer. Like, this is a premium product that is just the best of everything Tesla has to offer, from software to materials to styling to ambiance to like road noise reduction, or just overall quietness and peace of mind while driving. I mean, the solidity in the doors when you open and close them, it just feels incredible. And I mean, you can never get over that acceleration of a dual motor Tesla. It just lurches forward. The steering wheel feels top notch. Like, it just like the Model 3 when I was reviewing it felt really, really good compared to the previous steering wheel. And no, I'm not going to change to a yoke. I actually really dig the way this steering wheel feels, and, you know, don't try to fix what isn't broken. You know what I mean? So I'm enjoying this. We'll see how the brakes are right here, because we're coming in fast. I'm going to get on it. Very nice controlled decel. That felt really good. So yeah, I'm enjoying this. I don't think we're getting a whole lot of cool air up to this camera, and it is super hot right now, so we'll have to see if we can get that back online. But even without that, it's cool. We got about another 5 minutes, so I'll take off from this light and see what it's like with this full power. Oh yeah, that feels good. Already at the speed limit. Now let's see how FSD handles this U-turn. Can we get in there in time? Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I did it too late. That was totally my bad. So how's version 13 gonna react? Are we gonna change up our navigation? Cool, we're gonna go left up here, which is fine. Let me see if I can actually get this camera cool enough. Turn off defrost and just bring that internal air down, and man, that cool air is pumping. So I'm gonna put my GoPro here to try to more rapidly cool it down. But yeah, I like this. This is nice. This is gonna be a really good car to have. I look forward to seeing whatever the hell the performance model looks like. I'm really looking forward to that when it comes out. And nice, we are just kind of cutting in here. That is really good. That is a little bit better than version 12.6.4. And this guy has no turn signal on, but he's gonna get on it, which is fine. I like that. That was a good feeling. That handled that very well. And I'm gonna take over. I'm not done driving us around. Just trying to cool off my camera on this vent up here. And maybe to see if there's any last minute things I can think of. It feels very natural, you know, and it feels like it's on rails, really. Like, I really enjoy how solid it is. Go ahead and cancel that navigation. Yeah, I am eager. I know I was planning to order, you know, a Model 3 by, honestly, by March, by next month. And of course that's gonna wait. So yeah, it's cool because I can, you know, save up, get a nice fat down payment on the Model Y when I'm ready to actually make my purchase of that. And the rest will just be a fun time. I think that's really about it. Oh my gosh, these ventilated seats are a game changer, guys. I can't get over that. I guess it's a good amount of time to head back to the car, throw my stuff back in my car and get their car back over to them. Always want to be respectful of the time I'm given when doing these sorts of test drives. And this guy's got the right of way, so we'll let him do his thing. So does he. And whip it around. That turn radius is awesome. Love it. The reaction, the feels. Yeah, that's what I figured. Camera got too hot. Alright, so we'll just sort of nav back over towards the supercharger. Which, oh yeah, sweet, we're already on the right road, so this is perfect. If you guys are curious, we are here at the Florida Mall. The Tesla store at the Florida Mall has this vehicle for test drive ability, or for test drive availability, sorry. So if you guys want to check out the new Launch Edition Model Y, they're super cool. There was 0 wait to get in this thing, and they said I had about half an hour to enjoy my time with it. So I encourage everyone to do so that's looking at this car and is maybe unsure. Maybe the styling has you a little off-put as well. Honestly, like, this is the first time that, like, seeing one of them in person didn't really change my opinion on the styling, because sometimes it's like, you know, pictures don't really do it justice. Maybe if you see it in person, you know, you'll like it a bit more. Nah, seeing it in person didn't really change my opinion on the styling at all. But driving it, being inside it, experiencing it, that very much has solidified my excitement for getting the car. Regardless of anything else, I'm gonna love having this vehicle, driving it around. The looks are gonna grow on me, and it's gonna be a great time, man. I can't wait. I really, 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 really hope we see something soon about the performance version. I know a lot of you are probably waiting for that too. And then, yeah, man, I'm just gonna make it happen. We're gonna crunch down, and we're gonna get all the content we can on version 13, and pretty much anything else that I can come up with. So, full tow package, all the stuff. But yeah, I think I've talked myself into a bit of a stupor. If you guys got questions, let me know down in the comments. I will be happy to answer any of them I can within my purview or my reasonings for wanting to get one of these. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Alright guys, a little janky, but I wanted to make sure I got this in the video because I hadn't really experienced it in a way that actually stood out to me. But this is disorienting as hell. Not the front. Like, this is how our cars normally look. You guys know that when you're backing up. But now it's like this. I'm not gonna lie. That fucked me up. My depth perception and everything was kind of all thrown off, so it's not a huge issue. It just take a little getting used to. But this is the thing that threw me off the most today about driving this car. I was backing in with this like reversed, because again, normally it looks like this, you know, not the front camera, no shit. But yeah, that was a little weird. That was a little weird. But I'll get over it. Well, I guess I should also sit in the back, just given I'm, you know, 6 foot tall, about 200 pounds. Yeah, we're chilling back here, guys. This is gonna be awesome. I just got nothing but space, so that's freaking great. This is gonna be awesome for my customers. I'm excited for them because they won't have a hard time getting out of this thing because of this. Well, that might still be a challenge. But there's only so much you can do with that part. But this is great, man. This is great. I hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you next time.